Shanti, what I noticed about um, some students that turn into teachers is that they accumulate a certain amount of knowledge,
Yes.
and then they're off and running with that, and
Yes.
kind of they become the guru or the teacher.
Yes, this is general. In reality, no one is a teacher, no one is a student. We think we are teacher and we are teaching, but actually everyone gets what they deserve. I can offer authentic things, but people derive according to their capacity. They can manipulate and misuse it. I cannot do anything about it. What I recommend is a satsang. Satsang is satsang, association that lifts you up on the spiritual higher path. Satsang is like coming once a week is satsang. You read scriptures is satsang. You meditate is satsang. Something that inspires you. But one needs some kind of association once a week, once a month, or once every 3 months. But I notice people who are very persistent for such a long time, then suddenly they get out of it. They think, like, I learned enough from you, so I'm all right. But it's not so, because no matter how evolved you are, you need satsang. I need constant satsang for myself. I read the scriptures and I do different things to inspire myself. Even teaching is satsang for me. But no matter how much you evolve, you need constant reinforcement. It is not like you got a degree. Suppose you became a professor, of history, then history keeps on adding on. You become a doctor, new researches keep on coming, you see. So always you have to learn. If you become a yogi, then you get stuck with all the yogis said. But quantum physics and all the research is coming up, validating or contradicting, but you have to be open. So we have always to be open. Even in the school, they have refresher course, so that you keep up with what is happening, and it is necessary. Satsang is necessary. So, like, I give a workshop, like once in a while, 3-4 times, and just people get together. If they don't get a chance to come regularly, but just coming once in a while, being in the atmosphere, it just opens up something. That is what I call satsang. But people keep up with it and then give up. Maturity in digesting yoga is you apply in your own way, think and question. So whatever you have learned is part of you. If something is part of you, you cannot get away from it. You don't feel guilty about it. See, like for learning purpose, humility is so important that you go to a teacher and become humble. That is the one way of learning. In spiritual learning, you cannot bargain. In business, you can bargain. What can I get for less? In spiritual teaching, you give. You receive when you become humble. Most people's standard is money. But besides money, time, sacrifices, humility, these are the important factors for learning. But if you go academically and I paid the tuition so I get this, that is not the way. When you digest it, it becomes part of you. Humility increases. So people who study for so many years and they get off in the wrong path or feel guilty, there is lack of spiritual maturity. One can learn just a little bit, but they can keep up contact of something. Like if I want to learn something, like anything I want to learn to any guru, I'm sorry I want to learn, I'm willing to sacrifice anything, but I want to learn this. So therefore, pranipatena pariprashtena sevaya. In Bhagavad Gita, they say 3. Pranipatena means bowing down, means humility. Pariprashtena, asking question. So this very important to ask questions. It's really reasonable question, not testing the guru or examining him. Which is like a real question, like what should I do? That kind of question. And sevya, serving. Serving is not fanning the teacher or providing what. Serving means obeying, like whatever is taught you practice this. Because what would teacher want? Teacher wants disciple to be 25% greater than him. Father wants his son to be 25% more successful in himself. This is general tendency. So, but this mentality has to be cultivated, because everything is just materialistic. Getting the degree, healing certificate. How can you get certificate for healing? You take course and you are certified for healing. So you do healing and charge $60 per hour. They don't even question what is healing, how does it happen, and if they do healing, why do they feel depressed? See, if you cannot heal yourself, how can you heal anyone? Okay, so this is why satsang is necessary, humility is necessary. People come and go because really we are all instrumental. We cannot do anything for anyone and no one can do anything for us. It is our illusion. Only when we are ready we can receive it. When we are ready, ordinary situation will wake you up. There are so many such examples that people wake up because something happens, because they are ready. Otherwise we are not ready, we just fool ourselves. We can wake up somebody really sleeping, but you cannot wake up somebody pretending to be sleeping or pretending to be awake. Somebody is pretending, cannot do anything. And this is what people do. Like you teach somebody something, oh, I already know this, I already studied this. They don't have humility to even listen.
How do you know if they're pretending though?
Their life doesn't change.
Oh, right.
If they're not pretending, they pay attention, say, what should I do?
Right. And then there'd be change.
Pretending is just,
Like you know it.
I know everything or I don't need to know anything. But these are general thoughts. But main point is satsang is necessary. We should be constantly lifted up to keep up on the journey. Otherwise we have tendency to be lazy and slide. And sliding, you don't realize until you slide so low, then you feel guilty or you have a hard time to come up again.